Liwei stepped into the room, his gaze immediately locking onto Yan as tension surged through him. His voice sharp and demanding, he asked what was going on and why she was there. Before Yan could say anything, Amara turned toward him and gently explained that she was the one who brought her. Liwei's frustration deepened instantly, and he asked her why she would do such a thing. Amara, her voice low and careful as she sensed his rising anger, told him that Yan had been bullied at the mall, that she had been literally on the floor while people recorded her and threw things at her. Liwei kept his eyes fixed on Yan, and with a clipped voice told Amara that it wasn't her problem, reminding her that they had already removed Yan from their lives and that she couldn't just bring her back. He asked her how many times he had to say the same thing over and over again, only for her to keep repeating the same mistakes. Amara, her voice even lower as though afraid her words might ignite more anger, told him she only wanted to help and reminded him that she was still human after all. Liwei, his frustration rising like a slow-burning fire, told her she was defending a human who had tried to kill her, a human who had treated her badly, a human who had treated other people badly as well. He added that sometimes he did not understand her at all, and with even sharper anger, he told her that perhaps they were not a match because they did not share the same mindset, because she kept doing things that put herself in danger while he had to come back and pick up the pieces of her decisions. The words struck Amara's heart like a blow, and she stood there still, almost trembling. Liwei turned to Yan and told her he needed her gone, making it clear she was not welcome there. With that, he walked out, slamming the door behind him, his anger still visibly simmering. Amara stood frozen, her eyes stinging, while Momo glanced at her and reminded her that she had warned her and that she stood with Liwei on this matter. Yan, tears streaming down her face, her voice breaking as she spoke, told them they didn't have to say such hurtful things about her when she was right there. She told them she regretted what she had done, and, with her tears falling harder, grabbed her purse and rushed out, sobbing as she left. Momo chuckled lightly and looked at Amara, remarking that those were probably crocodile tears. Meanwhile, Liwei sat alone, downing whiskey as frustration lingered heavily over him. Wubin approached and sat beside him, asking why he was drinking that early. Liwei remained silent at first, as he continued sipping the whiskey, then finally broke the silence to say he didn't understand Amara at all, how she had this tendency to help and save people who had wronged her. He mentioned that Yan had tried to kill her, yet she was now trying to help her, and he wondered why Amara couldn't see things from his perspective. Wubin laughed a little and told him he understood Amara completely because he was the same as her. He said people like her and himself were empaths, and people rarely understood them. He added that once someone was born that way, they couldn't fight the urge to help others, even those who had hurt them, and it wasn't something a person could switch off. He told Liwei that perhaps the two of them simply needed to learn how to balance their differences, because he was more ruthless and believed in an eye for an eye, while she was forgiving and always wanted to save people. He explained that without finding that balance, their differences would affect their relationship. Liwei sat in silence, absorbing Wubin's words, before finally admitting that perhaps he had been too harsh on her. He added that since she had accepted the darker parts of him, he needed to learn how to accept this part of her as well. Wubin nodded, telling him that this was how relationships worked. Liwei let out a small laugh, surprising Wubin, who asked what was funny. Liwei told him he wasn't sure if it was appropriate to say, but he found it amusing how Wubin gave such good relationship advice despite being divorced. Wubin laughed too, stating that he wished he could take his own advice sometimes, and that maybe love and marriage weren't meant for him. Liwei told him to never say never. Liwei stood, saying he needed to find Amara because his words had been too harsh. He walked away, heading toward the main building, but as he reached the entrance, he froze. His eyes widened as he looked up at the rooftop and saw Yan standing on the edge as though she were ready to throw herself down.